to sacrifice your doubts, your insecurities, and your fears to reach the next level of your life. For me, I had to sacrifice a lot of those fears and those insecurities. For a long time, I've struggled with my weight, and having vitiligo, having weight issues, and all of these other things, it's been extremely difficult. But I've decided to sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice those doubts, those I don't know and I'm not sure and I'm not ready, and I'm just gonna put my all into it. And I'm proud to say that I've lost some weight for a few months now. I've been really focused in this process. It's been difficult. It's been hard, but being committed to something and actually seeing change and seeing progress, and knowing that the reason why these things are happening is because I put aside my fears and those insecurities and those doubts and those negative thoughts, I'm making progress. And slow progress is progress. Fast progress is progress. Recently I had a conversation with someone, and they shared with me that a lot of times they feel pressured to be confident or to be great. And one thing that I would say is that you have to reach your own aha moment. And for me, reaching my aha moment kind of just propelled me into different things. I never thought that I would be featured on anybody's website or anyone's article or anyone's research paper. I never thought I would be in front of a camera being so transparent and vulnerable with someone. But I let go of those fears. It isn't easy to let go of the hurt and the pain and the insecurities and the fears. Those things will allow you to stay where you are. And for me, I don't want to be in the same position. A year from now, I don't want to be in this position. I want to be a better Talisha. So typically on our Instagram page, we post a lot of pictures with people with vitiligo. And the reason why we do that is to inspire other people to post pictures. I met a young woman who was actually an Instagram follower, and we ran into each other. And I actually didn't know that she was an Instagram follower, and I didn't even know that I had posted a picture of her on our Instagram. And I remember her saying that it was actually the first time she posted a picture with her vitiligo. And I was just like, yeah, vitiligo nation, stand up, you know me. But she's going through her transition of trying to understand and embrace this condition. Recently we spoke, and she shared with me that a lot of times she would encounter people who had vitiligo, and they would kind of pressure you into being confident and asserting yourself and loving it. And no, that that didn't work for me, and I don't think it's realistic. One thing I understood with vitiligo is that it's going to change the way I think. It's going to change the way I see things. And it took a long time for me to be confident. It took a long time for me to silence those fears, those insecurities, and those doubts. And for her, it would also take that time. But it's easy to look at someone who is now in a different space. This space is where they're confident and they're sure of who they are and they're proud of who they are. But it took them a while to get there, and it will take you a while to get there. Comparing your growth and someone else's growth, it's not effective. We all have to experience our own struggle in order to understand our growth. We all struggle with different things, whether it's vitiligo or a a different condition or a different situation. We all have our struggles, and we all have to understand the process. Everything is a process. From me being an insecure young woman, very self-conscious, afraid of anything, afraid of change, afraid of growth, to become a woman who is assertive and determined. And that took some time for my mind to transition from this way of thinking to a new way of thinking. Sacrificing my insecurities, my doubts, and my fears, it's helped me reach a point where I want more out of life. And you have to want it for yourself. Building a better you starts with you. You can buy all of the self-help books, can watch all of the encouraging videos, but it starts with you. And if you truly want it, you have to start. You have to start. Even if it's small, you have to start. Are you willing? Are you willing to let go of that hurt? Are you willing to silence the negative, the insecurities, the doubts, the fears, in order to reach that next level of your life? Because once you have been able to silence that, then you start. If it's working out, if it's maybe reading books, if it's maybe writing, maybe doing a video, and just sharing and opening up, that might be your start. But one thing I would say is that don't compare your progress or your process with someone else's. It's very discouraging when you're trying to, push yourself through, and you see someone else who's just surpassed you, or you feel that they've surpassed you in their growth. But what's for them is for them, and what's for you is for you.